Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kimball Hooker Show. I'm your host, Kimball Hooker. We're doing the most right here. Tune in. You guys go online and check us out at KCAT15 online. Today we have our very special guest, the beautiful, talented Tanya Alota. I want to dig right in and make sure we ask all the right questions. Make sure you guys are tuned in and get to know her as well as us. Tanya, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm fabulous. We're going to get right in. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right,
I got my seatbelt on already.
All right, I see that. I love the hair, first of all.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Question for you. How did it all begin for you? Like, just from the very beginning, like your development of music and your interest level.
Wow. All began. How long is this podcast?
Right. No, we don't have time for all that, right?
All began. Well, some things. I've been performing since I was 6. My parents saw that something about me when I was on stage. My teachers saw it. I started when I was first performing as a dancer. I did start taking music lessons, piano lessons at 5. So I was introduced to music and dance and also acting. I was doing like theater productions all at a very young age. I was very fortunate that my parents were really supportive of that.
Nice.
So, and then through school, it's funny, I'm a music teacher now, but I did struggle in school. I was really squirmy. I was really always in another land. I would get up, say, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'd be back in like half an hour. Where did she go? You know, because I was in the music room.
Okay.
Or I was in the art room.
Got it.
And why I bring this up is in high school, you know, I remember seeing actually a video of Janet Jackson doing Rhythm Nation 1814.
I remember that.
And
it was yesterday.
Yeah. And I was such a sensitive child, and I actually started to tear up, and I looked at my mom and I said, I know my purpose.
Wow.
And she was like, washing the dishes. Okay. And I go, no, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. And what I meant by that is I want to entertain. I also too want to be with people of like-minded, because Janet was up there and she had her soldiers of like the Rhythm Nation, and I was like, that's it. And that's part of the answer, is how it all began. And I said, how can I get there? And so I started, I was put in an agency in San Francisco. It was called Stars Agency. I got with an agent, was doing a lot of dance gigs. I was only like 15, 16, and through the years I'd already been studying dance, but I was like, I'm ready to do this professionally, because already at 12 years old I was teaching people dance in the neighborhood and
Nice.
Kids, and charging them like $5, and
Hustler.
I was very
I love it.
like, you know, motivated in various ways. And so I started performing on the weekends during high school. And then as the day after I graduated, I was able to have the time to go on tour. And I started touring as a background dancer.
With?
The day after. I first started with this group called Planet Soul. They were with Tommy Boy Records.
Nice.
And then I went and started touring with an artist that's actually from San Jose. She was with Upstairs Records. Her name's Angelina. I toured with her. Freestyle. So I probably every freestyle artist you can think of in the Bay Area, I've performed with them. Jocelyn Enriquez, started dancing for her. Josette, Emotion. I mean, there's so many. And on top of that, how the music, me transitioning into playing music, is I did a lot of promo radio shows.
Nice.
with the artists I was with, and they would be doing shows with Eminem, Aaliyah, NSYNC, Jay-Z. There were a couple times I did get to, you know, be on stage behind Aaliyah, behind Jay-Z, you know, stuff like that. More due to my agency connection, but also on the road I would see them, and I got to see a lot of artists when they first came out and only had like 2 or 3 singles.
That's special.
Because it'd be these like summer jam shows, back in the day. And there was this one tour that I did. I think it was like a lowrider tour. I was with I think Angelina, I'm not sure. And Roger and Zapp were on that tour as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And one thing that was interesting when you're a background dancer, I loved it. But you're told many times, you know, do not speak to, it is advised not to speak to the artist, and what the artist comes to you, you know. However, when Roger and Zapp, you know, when I first saw them perform live, and I remember their videos when I was a kid and this and that, you know, but to see them live was different. And I'd always played the piano. I can read sheet music, I play classical music and this and that. And I had put it to the side when I was touring as a dancer. And I saw them bring out these little, what are these?
Wow.
I know they're keyboards, but he has a tube in his mouth, he's moving it around, he's manipulating it, he's moving, what is this?
Right.
I like that. I wonder if I can do that. And then even saying at 12 to my mom, like, I know what my purpose is. Here I am at 19 going, you know, I love being on stage so much. And because how much I struggled at school and all this stuff, and I knew like art, I was really good at doing artistic things. I thought I was even thinking ahead, going, what else could I get into when one day, and I'm thinking this is at 19, when one day the body just needs this kind of slow down, which I'm not saying it has right now.
Right. Okay.
It's a little different. My breakdance days are kind of behind me, I will say that. But I said I want to play music. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, like, right. You can play music until you just cannot.
Right.
You know.
Lives inside of you.
Yes. Stand up, sit down, whatever. I want to do that. Where I knew dance someday, the kind of dancing I was doing, that was very strenuous, and especially hip hop. I was mostly got hip hop jobs, even though I knew jazz, ballet, and all that. Hip hop was like my thing, and that takes a lot of energy out of you, especially touring and jet lag and all that. And so it was them. And what's interesting is, I'll kind of full circle this, is I recently, about a year ago, did a old school cruise show, and Morris Day was on it, Kool and the Gang. Roger and Zapp was there. Now we know that some, you know, that passed, in the story there, but one of the brothers is still there, a nephew, a cousin here and there. I told two of the family members that story. They actually, you know, they were really nice, and I gave a much shorter version, but I said, this is a really full circle moment for me, because of you all, seeing you on the side and me just being this like background dancer. I was like, that's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. What a great story. What a great story. I have a question for you. So, you know, you're very unique in your own right, because you told me earlier, like, you're a triple threat. The acting, you know what I mean? The music, the dancing, like, a lot of people don't have that kind of skill level. What drove you to like really push towards that versus say acting or dancing? I mean, you did dance, you went on the tours, but to actually, because I'm looking at this picture right here, that axe is like, it's calling my name right now. It, you know, I know you kill it when you're on that stage just rocking that joint. You know what I mean? Like, so what made you like say, you know what, this is gonna be home. This is home for me. This is where I live. The stage or the key? Well, I mean, in terms of like performing. Because it's when it's the connection, the connection that you might have with the crowd, or there's that, but then there's also when I most feel myself is when I'm on stage. I'm more comfortable in front of a whole bunch of people than I am, like, say, one-on-one. But yeah. And so it was almost like a this is how I have to live. This is how I have to. This is, you know, not only my passion, but this is also for my mental health. This is for, wow, that's powerful. Like, yeah, there is no. This is the way. That's it. This is it. That's amazing that you say that. Yeah. You know, you're a mentor to people that you probably don't even know. You know, people watch you and they see you because like how you admired like Roger and Zapp, people admire you.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy, especially when you're up there and people watch you and you don't know why they're watching you, and they're like, wow, I want to do that. Like you said earlier.
Yeah.
I want to do that. You told your mom, right? I want to do that. Somebody's watching you. I want to do that. That's powerful. That's a big responsibility too.
It is, but also too when what takes some of the load off of you is when you really go up there too, and you're like, you're up there for the people.
Yeah.
And feeling a sense of equality with them.
Right.
The music is the higher thing above us.
Right.
I may be up here, you're doing that person's playing across from me here, but why are we all here?
Yeah.
What is this higher purpose that's going on here?
Some of the people that you play with, I know them. I don't know if you know that. So like Chuck Lounge,
so. And I've checked you out.
Yeah, that's my boy right there, Robert.
But I've checked you out. And
really?
Okay,
all right. This interview's not about me, but
this is the same.
Right. Robert Payne.
Yes,
that's my guy.
Yes, I love Robert.
Right.
And Chuck, I talk to very often. They are not just band members.
Right.
They are family.
Right. Understand.
They are great people, as you know. Yeah.
Right. It's amazing that you're able to connect with some of the most talented people in the Bay Area, or I would say in the world, really. But we're here in the Bay Area, and you say you're from the Bay, right? Originally, okay. What kind of projects are you working on outside of, say, Tortilla Soup?
Quite a few.
We're gonna get to Tortilla Soup, but I just wanted to know like other situations you might have.
Other projects I'm in a original band called UFO. It stands for Universal Funk. It's a Universal Funk Opera. We're called the Funky Heroes, and that's a original band where the music's written off by Andre Preston, the extremely talented drummer, songwriter.
I know him too.
We all dress up like Parliament type characters, and he wrote this comic book, and we have the comic book playing in the back. Also, I play with this band called In Living Cover. I've been with them for 20 years.
Nice.
And we've slowed down in the past because people have had kids, moved away, this and that. But that's a family too.
Yeah.
And everyone who has seen our shows were like, you guys are not like any other. Because I fully choreograph the show.
Nice.
We switch instruments.
Oh, nice.
When I say choreograph, it's not step touch, nothing that there's nothing wrong with that. But some of them, we come out and we're dancing.
Full on show.
Full on. I'm so exhausted after that show. Recently, I started playing at the Tonga Room, which is in San Francisco.
Right.
And I actually live down the street, so it's a nice gig to just walk there. And I work actually across the street at an all-boys school called Cathedral School for Boys.
Nice.
I teach performing arts there, music. And I also co-founded a rock band program for girls.
Nice.
Yes. And it's called Sampagita.
Okay.
And me and there's 3 other people that we co-founded it. And one is a great friend of mine who I just want to mention her name. Her name is Lisa Mecca-Penelak, and because she has opened many doors for the community in terms of for me and just women in general. And we teach them how to play instruments and how to write their own songs.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So you love giving back to the community as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And
then there's other bands I'll play with sometimes, like Entourage, Ascension, this band Heartless Benatar.
I like that. That's cool.
Rock stuff. And there's some other stuff, but I kind of trying to remember it all. But
we're going to take a short break. Hold that thought. I'm sitting here interviewing one of the most talented keyboardists, vocalists as well, I'm sure. So we're going to be right back here with the Kimball Hooker Show with my special guest, Tanya.
Thank you to the City of Montessorino for their continued support of KCAT Public Media. The City of Montessorino has enabled KCAT to inspire, educate, entertain, and inform our community through the magic of television and digital media for over 38 years. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kimball Hooker Show. I'm so excited to have my special guest here, Tanya Alota. Very talented lady from the Bay Area, but abroad as well. We're going to dig right into some of her projects that she has right now. I want to talk to you about Tortilla Soup. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to talk to you about. That band is like amazing, fire, with some great talented musicians in there. Some of my friends are in there too, so we can talk about that. How did you actually come about being a part of that band?
It's a cute story. That's why I was chuckling. Robert first used to like to tell the story on stage, actually. And so, like, I've been playing music for years and years and been on stage for, like, a long time and even done, like, danced in movies, on TV, all this stuff. Well, Robert actually didn't know any of that, so that's why I'm gonna chuckle when I tell you this story, because I used to joke that he acted like he would say, like, almost like he discovered me, because he would say on stage, well, this is how he found out about me, is he we friend requested, or I don't know, he found me on Facebook. He saw a video of me playing like a 30-second clip of something, I forgot what it was, and then he wrote to me and he said, "I like how you play." And he goes, "Because you played the part exactly like it was written, you know." And so he just said, "Would you like to come check us out?" And I said, "I already have." I said, "You know the Benicia Waterfront Festival?" And he said, "Yeah." And I go, "Well, it's because of me that you've been there the past 5-6 years." And how that happened is I had met Steve Mesquite, the singer, incredible singer, really funny person, really fast. He's so funny. I had met him previously, like, years and years ago, and he said he was in a band, and I looked them up, and I was helping to book shows for this Benicia Waterfront that's been going on for like 20 years, and I saw Tortilla Soup, and they wanted a band that had horns, so I gave Benicia Waterfront, booked them, here's their information on it, so that's how that happened. So anyways, I had already known about the band, I auditioned, they liked me, I liked them. Because I also feel too, when you audition, you're also auditioning who you're auditioning for too.
Absolutely.
I mean, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's a partnership, and that's we are. It's a big. We're all working together.
Right.
You know, so that's how that happened.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I did know Steve. I'd met him before, but the rest of them I hadn't. But also Anita. Anita, who helps book the shows, Robert's partner, was also my brother's. My brother is her State Farm agent.
Oh wow, small
So
world.
He had been telling her, you know, I got a sister that plays keys. If you ever need a keyboard player, so that's
nice. Small world. See how everything's kind of like interconnected, and the energy was right for you too, right? Mm-hmm. Those are good people. Those are my people right there. Yeah. So let me ask you this: when you write, what goes through your mind in terms of like embellishment? I'm into what I'm asking you, because a lot of times people play note for note. Some people, they embellish and they take it to a different place. It's like, wow, I never heard it played like that, and they make it their own. What's your take on that?
You mean like when I songwrite,
well,
or taking other people's music?
Taking other people's music and then kind of like making it your own, or either keeping it straight on like the record. So
I'm glad you asked that question. That's a very interesting question. And the reason why is coming from what I mostly do music-wise, and I sometimes joke maybe it's because I'm short as a keyboard player sometimes, I don't know. But, because I do play other instruments, but keyboard playing is, I feel a good keyboard player, especially in cover bands. So it's different with like jazz groups and some other stuff. So I'm saying just in cover bands, it's as important when not to play and when to play. That's an equal.
Okay.
If the band or if the music director wants it really like the record, then there has to be that discipline. Also, too, with keyboards, I feel I learn songs really fast. What takes me a long time, not too long is a strong word, but is the patches.
Okay.
That we're putting on here.
Right.
If a band doesn't have horns, I need to make it sound like there's a 3-piece horn section.
Okay, just real quick, hold that thought. I know what patches are, but for the listener that doesn't know, so we're going to catch them up real quick. Please explain what patches are.
Patches is just basically a term for the sounds that are coming out of the keyboards. If you hear strings and you're like, where's the violin player? I don't see. It's coming from the keyboard. Where's the sax sound coming? It's that. There's a clavinet, coming from. It's from here. And, back in the days, you look at bands like Yes, that rock band, and the keyboard player's got like 6, 7 stacks rigged. Mm-hmm. And now we can take these keyboards and we can split. Like, I can split my board into like 16 different sections.
That's amazing.
I'm really fast.
Right.
So I'm giving you synth, I'm giving you strings, I'm giving you bassoon, whatever you need to do.
People go to a live band and they don't even know what you're talking about. They just hear it and they enjoy it.
They don't.
You see an Earth, Wind & Fire concert and it might be a 3-piece band playing it and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, please.
Well, the thing is, that's such a complex instrument, and people don't understand. They see a piano or a keyboard and they just assume, because if you don't live in that world, you don't know what that thing is capable of. That's a beast. Mm-hmm. That's a monster right there. Mm-hmm. And I truly admire all the musicians, but I really admire a really good keyboard player, because I'm like, you can't teach that. You can't teach that. That's within. You gotta want it.
Yeah.
It's like all this stuff that you hear. You got drums in there. You got keyboards in there. You got patches in. I mean, it's full of voices. Mm-hmm. Voices. Human. Voices. Scratch it in there. It's endless, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's as powerful as you are, as creative as you can be. It's there. Yeah. And so that's why I'm just so excited to talk to you, because most keyboard players, they don't even know how powerful they are. They really don't. They go, well, whatever you need, I'll do it. And it's like, and you listen to the creativity behind the type of equipment they might have purchased to add sampling, patches, or whatever the case may be, but then how they use it. And what you said earlier, the sparingly part, it's like, it's just as important to play as when not to play. That's just as important. I remember Prince. I don't know if you're a Prince fan. I am. I love it, right? See,
he just asked you. You're gonna get some when people hear that you just asked me that question. I'm a huge Prince fan, but please continue.
I remember one thing that Prince had said. He goes, it's the notes you don't play that hit just as hard. I was like, oh my gosh, that was so long ago when he said that. It's like, those are notes too. It's like how you use that silence is just as important as the hits.
Exactly. It's so funny. You're gonna get a comment about the Prince thing. That's so. I don't know if you're a Prince. I got the symbol tattooed on my back. My mom's family's from Minneapolis. I had no choice as a little kid. But he is my biggest influence musically and just on stage. I have played with the Purple Ones before in the past.
Nice.
Right next to Levi, to be next to Levi.
Levi Caesar, that's right.
Yeah, Levi Caesar. Yeah. And have him tell me stories about Prince. And Prince was about as tall as you. You could fit in his clothes. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. And I played for several years with this band out of Sacramento called When Doves Cry.
Right.
And just to learn all that music.
I know.
On keys. I mean, like the head solo alone, I even learned, it took me a while to learn that When Doves Cry at the end, that Dr. Fink's playing, but such a good exercise. And that's one thing too, when people like that are just my friends are just original artists, or they're not, cover bands, it's not. Hold on. There is a discipline in playing in cover bands, whether you're a singer, bass player, whatever. There is a discipline. There is a study. Do not knock that.
Right.
I wouldn't knock any form of music, even if you're just up there playing 2 chords and singing your own words.
Right.
That's beautiful as well.
Right.
I think as long as you're doing it, But yeah, Prince. Oh yeah, I know the man.
I know.
No, not in person, but I've been in the same room as him.
Oh, nice.
And that was.
What was that like?
Short version, he came into a club that I used to work at. I used to work at Sound Factory when I was way younger. He came in through the back, and he was sitting in the VIP room, and there was this little like bird cage, and I had even used to go dance like way back in the days, like on the side through this agency and stuff. So someone was in the cage, and I told a little lie. I told the person to get out of the cage. I mean, I did work there. I was supposed to be working when Prince came, but I left the box office.
I love it. That's amazing.
And I said, I'm the manager of this club. Lie. You need to get out of this cage right now. I went in there, and he watched me dance, and I danced like my life depended on it.
Wow. I love it.
And then he went like this. He went.
I love all the Prince
and then
stories.
drank his Diet Coke and left.
Wow. Did it taste different?
What?
His Coke.
I didn't drink his Diet Coke.
Oh, I thought
no,
you did.
he drank a Diet Coke.
Oh, okay. That's a whole other story.
You know, I
different
might
episode.
have if it was
Right.
still there.
I was like, did it taste the same? I don't know.
If I could have drank Prince's Diet Coke, I would have maybe.
The purple one. That's crazy.
Yeah, huge. And what he did for bringing attention and the spotlight to these women musicians that could play.
Really play.
That could really play.
Yeah. Third Eye Blind is amazing.
Oh yeah. Just
yeah. I mean, you know what I love about him the most is like, so I have a lot of Prince stories too, but I won't get into that. But I will say this. I like the fact that, you know, from the time to the family to, I mean, there's so many bands, you know, Sheena Easton, all the
Yes.
people that he's worked with, the
Yes.
slew of them, right? I like the fact that some of the people were not that, in my opinion, were not that talented. They were like, they were good.
there's some, yeah.
There were some that were just good, but but it wasn't about that. Because I look at Morris Day, vocally, that was a challenge, but he found something that sold.
He saw something.
He saw something. He was a great drummer. He didn't even use him as a drummer. Put your hands in your pocket and just be cool. That's amazing. Because he found music in something that's a challenge. Because some people, it's like you see this person playing, it's like that's easy to say that they can play. You're looking at them play.
In the mirror story, they were, you know, like
Jerome.
they were playing around with a mirror during rehearsal, and Jerome, like, Morris looked in the mirror and was talking, you know, stuff to the mirror, you know, acting goofy or whatever, flamboyant, and Prince like, we're keeping that mirror. We're keeping the mirror.
See? That's talent.
He saw things
vision.
that people can,
Right, visionary.
just like that.
That's what I was talking about. I mean, we know Jimmy Jam, we know Terry Lewis, we know, I mean, all those guys are super talented, you know. Monty Moyer, obviously, you know Monty Moyer. So,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's a heart right
And
there.
he wrote one of my favorite Janet songs,
What song is
Pleasure
that?
Principle.
But yeah, that was it right there. The bomb. There's just so much rich history with talking to you right now. It's like we can sit here for the next 10 hours,
Yeah.
I'm sure, and just keep it going like that. What do you see for yourself, like, for future? I mean, are you trying to like just do cover bands, or you want to do like original stuff?
No, I'm actually releasing a single soon.
Okay.
I write songs all the time, and during COVID, I wrote all the time.
Okay.
I wrote all these songs. And when I was younger, I actually, you know, I'm talking way younger, I would go out with my piano, play open mics, coffee shops, my little piano songs, this and that. And some during COVID, you know, I went into, you know, made a home studio and started recording, and then I wrote new songs. And so I'll be releasing a single probably in about 2 weeks.
Nice.
And every 2 months, my goal is to release another single. I'm going to have a video out. And I had made this decision actually recently, about 6 months ago. I said, I'm going to release my stuff. I might even, you know, I'm still going to keep, you know, Tortilla Soup and In Living Cover. But you can only do so much. So I said, with me going full force into being an original artist, because I've always wanted to do that. I played everything on these songs, except I have like my uncle come in with guitar. I'm gonna have a couple friends come in and lay some tracks, like Julian Hoover, amazing guitar player from Tortilla Soup. He told me he would do one. Guillermo on bass, he's in some other projects, but I'm luckily surrounded by people that have heard my stuff and say, we want to be on one of your songs.
Nice.
And so that it made me even more go, okay, these people believe in me. Most important, I gotta believe in myself. I gotta do this. And also too, you know, I kind of want to do this too before my dad's always wanted me to release my songs.
Right.
And I want to do it while he's
right.
You know,
still here with us. Yeah.
Still here, and I got a lot to say. I've been through a lot.
Right.
And people keep journals. I don't. I write songs.
Right.
Yeah.
That's your journal.
Yeah, so that's that's what I'm doing now, and this is the road that I'm doing with this. And so yeah, and then perform them and have a band in back of me, and just see where it goes, because everything with me is just, let's just see what happens.
Right.
You know?
Where can Tanya Alota be found, like online?
You can find me on Instagram. I think it's like, this is, what do you call it, underscore Tanya.
Okay.
Also, I'm on Bandzoogle. If you just put in Tanya Alota, I think it's .bandzoogle. That's my website.
Okay.
You can find me on YouTube. Just put in my name. Yeah,
Nice.
and you'll also be finding my single when I release it, either hopefully next week or the following week. You'll find them on all social media.
Got it.
And I'm actually really excited. I'm pretty proud. These are pretty personal songs, but it deals with things that I know people in my life have gone through or are going through now, and
So it's real life.
It's yeah.
That's amazing. That's
amazing. I'm
you lived it, now you're gonna sing about it.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
I'm actually very proud of the work I've been doing with it and continuing it. It's songwriting and releasing your own stuff. Talk about vulnerable.
Right.
Talk about
putting it all out there.
Here's my child.
Right. Exactly. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Honestly, I really am proud of you, because all the your journey speaks for itself, and the people that you've worked with, and then I like people that love to give back, as I do. So especially with younger people, they're impressionable, and they watch you, and they're taking that and they're running with it, even though you're like, oh, I'm just playing, it's just another gig. It's not just another gig for them.
Right.
You were touched, and you're touching other people. I applaud you. I commend you for that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, because I've been at concerts where I have cried. This concert I needed, it made my day. There's people, I almost say sometimes we're like therapists. You don't know why.
Musical therapy.
People are in the crowd sometimes. They could be celebrating, but they could also be like, I need this.
Musicology.
I need to dance.
Musicology. Yeah. See, she go start. Don't start that. Right. Tanya, it's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
We have to cut it. We're gonna do a part 2, y'all. Part 2.
Thank you so much.
I'm Kimball Hooker. Tanya Alota, beautiful, talented keyboardist, instrumentalist.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Kimball Hooker Show. You guys tune in. Go check her out. And until then, we'll see you guys next time.
You just heard the Kimball Hooker Show here on KCAT Radio. Explore all our KCAT original programming at kcat.org/radio.